What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and CreateSpace. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled Your Parents Ain't Perfect. You know, we all got the parents we got. Period. Our parents aren't perfect people. Period. Us as parents, we ain't perfect parents. Period. But from a person who was a child and became a parent, I guess that's where the hindsight, the wisdom comes in. For all you people, all you kids out there, your parents not your friend. And your parents not going to be perfect, because no matter how good or bad of a parent they are, they're not going to be the parent that you envision them to be, that you want them to be. Maybe because that's just not in them, even if that's a functional great parent. But also, they're not going to kowtow to your young fantasies, because some of you want perfect parents who let you do stuff that is not perfect. So you're not going to have perfect parents. If I had a parent that would let me do this and let me do that and let me do this, then you would really be out of your mind if you actually had a parent like that. So your parents ain't going to be perfect. Your parents ain't going to talk to you the way you feel like you need to be talked to. Your parents are not going to treat you the way that you feel like you need to be treated, because your parents ain't perfect. Your parents are not going to look at your adversity as life altering as you will, because depending on what era that they grew up in, a lot of the stuff that's going on now, small potatoes. And it might sound messed up, but that's the thing. And a lot of things that's going on now, really, some of these parents probably couldn't handle either when they were children. Now, but your parents ain't perfect. Your parents, for the vast majority of Americans, your parents are not going to be able to put you in the best financial position, because your parents ain't perfect. They probably didn't come up in the best financial circumstance. If they're giving you a better life than they got, well, you're on an upward swing. But they ain't perfect. You know, your parents your parents are going to grow and change just like you grow and change. You know, it's one thing I've noticed that goes with parenting and even marriages. Usually the pressure of raising the kids is where the bulk of the disagreements come from. Two different parenting ideologies constantly clashing, and the battle of I told you so, and the kids being able to play one parent against the other, right? So and when kids know I can play this parent against this parent, that lets them know automatically your parents ain't perfect. So if you're a child who tries to pit both parents against each other for your own personal gain, don't grow up and say my parents wasn't perfect, because you was taking advantage of it. You knew that already. That's why you lied and manipulated and took shortcuts and the easy way out, because you knew they weren't perfect. You know? Parents are going to make mistakes. Now, bad habits is a different thing. You know? Now, some parents are I was watching some things earlier, and You know, ironically, just a clip of Ayala Van Zandt. I guess it was an older show where a young girl was quote unquote out of control, but the father, the aunt, and the grandmother ran a crack house. When the father and the aunt were children, so what they perceive as normal, they basically passed down to the daughter and niece, granddaughter, the same person, but from those three different people. And they're getting the mirror back of what they put in this young lady, and then it's like, why is she so messed up? Because all of y'all just sitting in filth and y'all think it's normal and y'all gave it to her, and she's actually rebelling against your filth. But parents ain't perfect. Now, some of us also have to deal with this fact that some of our parents purposely did not do right by us. And when you get older, the funny part about it is some of our parents, have a harder time when we get older admitting that they didn't really want to do right by us. They could say it was their age. They could say it was the era. They could say, it was their situation, their circumstance, or whatever. But you as a kid, you know if they actually genuinely and sincerely wanted the best for you or not. And this is why I'm saying parents ain't perfect. Because some of these parents, at that stage, your child knew then and still knows now that you didn't have their best interests at heart. You didn't mean them. You didn't wish good upon them or want good to happen to them. You push negativity to happen to them. There's a difference between warning somebody, if you do this, these negative things can happen, than you actually putting these people in negative situations constantly. Because a lot of, young adults and adults who are messed up and broken are messed up and broken because your parents ain't perfect and they did something to break you, but they don't want to say that's where their heart was when they had the chance to mold you. But that's where it was. You know it though. They know it though. They just don't want to say it. It's cowardly, but it's honest. Some parents ain't perfect because people believe you should. A parent has an infinite amount of forgiveness. I can keep doing this because I'm your parent. You gotta respect me. And some people get biblical with that, honor thy mother, honor thy father, and even that old thing, honor thy mother, honor thy father, and your days shall be long. That also. But it does say, don't provoke your children to anger. And see, so if you provoke your children to anger, that honor thy mother, thy father thing, that goes out of the window because you didn't do your part. And some parents aren't perfect because they don't want to take into consideration that you're not supposed to anger your children. You're not supposed to drive a wedge between your children's relationships with the other parent or the other family. You're not supposed to lie, cheat, and steal from your own child and then say, honor me. That's not how it goes. You're not supposed to say, I'm your parent, so I can just do you dirty as much as I can until you're a certain age and you can just go out on your own. And now, because you're grown, so what I did to you? You grown now. You just turned 18. Get over it. Some of these parents ain't perfect. Some parents ain't perfect because they're doing to you what was done to them, which is ridiculous. And some parents ain't perfect because they're doing the opposite to you that was done to them because they wished, they would have got parented better, but they overdid it and probably spoiled and coddled you to a point where you're still jacked up because now you can't actually deal with society because they didn't actually parent you. They parented them their old selves and became their parent. You know, and forgetting that you're different and it's a different era and they're in a different position. But yeah, this is the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.